Ladies, imagine this. You're catching up with a girlfriend over coffee and you're laughing so hard when suddenly you notice some leaking. Or perhaps you're at the gym and you find yourself dreading the jump rope station because that's where you dribble a tiny bit. Hi, my name is Dr. Kara, and today I'm going to talk about a very important group of muscles, your pelvic floor, and the role that they play in incontinence. Now, I know this topic can definitely cause some embarrassment for ladies, but you're not alone. Did you know that urinary incontinence affects 38% of Australian women, and that over half of the women with this condition are under the age of 50? Unfortunately, many just accept this as normal part of life, as 70% of people with urinary leakage do not seek treatment for their problem. Incontinence can range in severity from a small leak to a complete loss of bladder control, and can limit social and recreational activities and can hold you back from doing the things that you love to do. So what's the solution to this? Exercises for the pelvic floor are certainly one aspect of the solution, and that is what we are going to focus on today. Probably most of you have heard of Kegels, and you might assume that those would be the go-to exercise for all types of incontinence. However, Kegels help to strengthen your pelvic floor. But if your incontinence is caused by muscles that are too tight, Kegels might actually be doing more harm than good. So what's the exercise that is beneficial for all types of incontinence? Keep watching to find out. The pelvic floor muscles are part of a team, and when part of the team is broken, the whole team is broken. The pelvic floor forms the base of the core. The core is also made up of the diaphragm, the abdominal wall, and the back muscles. The core muscles, working in synchrony and harmony together, drive all movement and power of the body. And doesn't it only make sense that when it comes to exercising the pelvic floor for incontinence, that we exercise the entire core? We do ourselves a disservice to only focus on the pelvic floor. We need to involve the entire team. And as any builder would say, you can't strengthen a floor when the walls are unstable. So the number one exercise for all issues related to the pelvic floor is breathing. Proper diaphragm breathing. Just get yourself into a cool, comfortable space where you can fully relax. So you're going to start on your back with your knees bent and your feet are in line with the hips. You're going to take one hand and place it on the bottom of the rib cage, and then the other hand's going to go between the hips. Going to breathe in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. You're feeling the breath all the way down to between the hips. Now, once you feel that you have that filling of the belly, you can bring your hands out to the side here. And you want to spend about 5 minutes doing this breathing. As you can see, with this type of breathing, it is not the chest that fills first, and there is no up and down movement of the rib cage. When we breathe properly, the diaphragm and the pelvic floor, which are in parallel to each other, descend together. And as we breathe out, they rise together. Diaphragm breathing fills the abdominal cavity with breath and helps to create intra-abdominal pressure to support our posture and movement. You can practice diaphragm breathing when you are sitting, when you're on your back, or even when you're standing. Diaphragm breathing also ensures that your rib cage and pelvis are stacked on top of each other. And this is also important because when the pelvis is tipped forward, there is an increase on the bladder, which in turn makes it more difficult to hold urine. So here are the key takeaways from today. If you're struggling with leakage and incontinence, you're not alone. I encourage you to seek treatment for this. Treatment for incontinence is interdisciplinary. Your team of GPs, pelvic floor physios, and chiropractors that focus on rehab and core stability training are here to support you. Exercise should be part of your treatment plan, and your program should include core stability and postural training. And why am I sharing this with you? Because here at Balance for Life, moving and living better matters.